another episode of the Food and Farm Show. I'm Cheryl Noble.
And I'm Gil Dominguez. Today we're at the Donner Trail Fruit, home of the Bierwagens. And Cheryl, it's the Nevada County Farm Bureau picnic.
Their annual summer picnic, and this is really a vibrant group.
It is, and of course they have everything here that you would expect at a picnic, including some nice trees to shade everybody, and they're cooking up a lot of meat over there at that barbecue.
It smells so good. So also on the show today, we're going to get some interviews with Sue Hoek, who is the Farm Bureau president, and Chuck Smith, the vice president.
Yeah, and also, of course, the regular people. Jeff Pileman is here, our Nevada County Ag Commissioner. Roger Ingram, we'll get a few words from him. And also many of the other farmers are here that in attendance. And one of the things is during the summer, the farmers are always busy.
Oh.
They're growing. This is the time of year when you're making it all happen. But this is why this picnic is so nice, because people can take off that Saturday afternoon, which they normally might not do, and come here and have some socialization with each other and just really get to know your farm neighbor.
It's all good. I'm glad that we're here today. Be sure to join us every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m., Channel 11 and Suddenlink 16, and also ACTV, Channel 20. You can also watch us 24/7 on our YouTube channel, which is the Food and Farm Show.
So here we go. I'm getting hungry. Let's get these interviews done so we can sit down and enjoy some of the food here.
Have some fun and relax ourselves.
Okay, you're watching the Food and Farm Show right here on the Touchdown Productions Network. Nevada County Farm Supply has been part of the agricultural scene since 1993. Their staff consists of a certified crop advisor, licensed pest control advisor, and irrigation auditor. In Penn Valley, they have a full-service nursery with over 500 varieties of plants and garden enhancements. In Grass Valley, they have a warehouse full of soil amendments, fertilizers, and nutrients. Nevada County Farm Supply, powerful knowledge and innovative solutions. Grass Valley Hay and Feed Supply is dedicated to the health of your pets and livestock. They offer the top brands of nutrition and carry the complete line of products from Bar Ale and Purina animal feeds, along with Diamond and Canaday. They carry rice and wheat hay bales for your gardening needs, as well as alfalfa, grass hay, and grain for your livestock. It's Grass Valley Hay and Feed Supply, supporting Nevada County agriculture since 1992.
Spring is here. Time to visit the Garden Center at A to Z Supply. We have everything you need to plant it, grow it, preserve it, and eat it. With a master gardener and full-time beekeepers on staff, the Garden Center carries a wide selection of organic plants, along with people and pet-friendly products. And don't forget our weekly workshops at the Garden Center at A to Z Supply.
Briar Patch Co-op Natural Foods Community Market offers organic produce from over 30 regional farms and buys local organic produce from farms like River Hill, Sweet Roots, First Rain, Pyramid, and Mooney Flat. You can trust the Patch to hold their producers to the highest standards and always be certified organic. So get to the Patch, the Briar Patch, for organic produce.
Welcome back to the Food and Farm Show. So let's go meet some of the members of the Farm Bureau who are enjoying a beautiful afternoon at their annual summer picnic.
Another person having fun here at the picnic is the Vice President of the Farm Bureau, Chuck Smith. Chuck, thanks for being with the Food and Farm Show.
Well, you're welcome. It's a great day to have a picnic.
Well, it is a great day, especially if you're here under the shade of this magnificent tree.
Oh, this is awesome. It's a English walnut here.
And covers a large percentage of the yard here at Bierwagens. This is a once-a-year event for Farm Bureau members to come out and just visit with each other. How important is that camaraderie with everybody?
Well, it's very important. You know, we're all very busy and have at our ranches, farms, and a lot of us have other jobs. And to get together on a Saturday and let your hair down a little bit and communicate with your neighbors that you never get to see, it's a lot of fun. And, you swap stories and little things that might help each other, too, along the way.
Now, what's the name of your farm up there?
Well, I grew up on the Double S Ranch down at Bethany Springs. We've been there. I'm the third generation, and there's a fourth group coming in now. So we raise cattle and horses, and we have some bigger ranches up in Modoc County that we have larger quantities of cows on and stuff.
So for you, then, it's not about growing crops or anything like that. It's about ranching more.
Yeah, I'm more into the ranch part of it. There's a lot of things that go into having a ranch, knowing what type of feed to give the cows and the horses. Also, where the water comes from, and the stuff that's very important and vital to a subsistence of a ranch or a farm in Nevada County, and it's important that we are in an organization like the Farm Bureau so that we can get those answers.
Now, third generation rancher, how has that changed for your family over the years?
Well, I mean, back when my grandparents did it, they did it with a horse and buggy, and they would get the hay, cut it, bring it into the barn loose, and they had a big hay fork that brought the hay in. And now, obviously, we bale it. We have tractors that do that, and a swather, and it's a lot easier, a lot more mechanization. But and it's fun. Ranching is kind of a labor of love. It's not something that you're going to get really rich at, especially in Nevada County, because we don't have large expanses of land. But it's a labor of love. You're stewards of the land. You take care of not only your own livestock, but you take care of the wildlife too.
Right, because on your pastures there's a wide variety of species.
Oh yeah, we have deer. You have bobcats, mountain lions, all the different birds, and it's fun to see those animals, the wild animals, change throughout the year. And right now we have lots of little babies running around the ranch, and so it's a lot of little spotted babies, and so it's kind of fun.
Now, you're the vice president of the Farm Bureau this year. That means next year you'll move into the presidency. How's it been working with Sue?
Oh, it's been awesome. Sue and I went to school together, so I've known her forever, and she's a lifelong family from Nevada County, and we work real well together. Her ideas and stuff to be able to build the Farm Bureau and get the word out there that this organization has something to offer everybody. It's real important, and Sue's done a fantastic job, and hopefully she's laid the path for me to just follow right in her footsteps.
Well, as the vice president, what are the challenges? Is membership, is that like the number one challenge for Farm Bureau?
Oh, I think that membership, in the last 7 or 8 years, the economy's really taken a dip, and maybe it's only $75 or $100 for a member, but everybody has to cut someplace. Well, we want to try to encourage people that, the Farm Bureau is not the place to cut if you are a member, and we encourage new members. Once we can educate them on what we have to offer, it's a no-brainer.
So something interesting that Sue told me at the Ag Tour was that you don't have to be a farmer to belong to the Farm Bureau.
No, not at all. There's all kinds of opportunities for discounts, for propane to insurance discounts. But if you think about it, the farming and ranching is the basics of agriculture, but everybody is involved in agriculture. Everything you eat, wear, stems from agriculture. Every job that we do has its roots and base in agriculture. So whether you're a person that works in computers, you're a teacher, you're a person that works at the county or the state, it still has its roots in agriculture, and so we encourage people to get involved. Also, it's a great place to learn and meet your neighbors. And it's a very community type group, and a real wholesome group with old time families and new families, and it's just it's a great organization to be involved in. This is one out of all the organizations you can be in. This is the one that I hold the highest just because of the people involved.
One of the contributing organizations to the Farm Bureau is the FFA, the Future Farmers of America, and I've got 3 VIPs of our local FFA. I've got Maxie and Taylor and Fallon. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Maxie is the president of the Northern California region of the FFA, and Taylor is the
sectional vice president.
vice president, and Fallon is a committee chair, right? Okay, so like I said, they're VIPs and they're very busy for being young ladies. Maxie, tell us a little bit about the Future Farmers of America.
The FFA, it's a national organization, and there's over 540,000 members nationwide. So it's actually the largest youth organization in the world, and it's there to support farmers. It's basically evolves around agriculture and the idea that agriculture education, it has three main components: FFA, SAE, and classroom. And what those are is the FFA is more leadership based, SAE, supervised agriculture experience. It's more of learning how to build up your own project and be financially responsible for yourself. And the classroom aspect is actually learning the science that goes behind all of agriculture.
So what's the age limit or the ages for being a member?
In California, it's in high school. You can be a freshman through a senior, but in some other states, you can be a 7th or an 8th grader.
Oh, wow, that is young. How did you become the regional president?
I applied in January to be slated. There were 50 members, and they cut in applications, they cut down to 30. And then you went through an interview process, and from there they slated 20 individuals. I was slated for president, and I had to give a speech and was elected from the members.
Wow. How long is the term?
The term is 1 year, so next March I will be retiring my office.
So what are some of the duties involved with that?
Some of the duties are training the chapter officers, training the sectional officers. So we're not only being there for our regional team, but we're there for all of the chapters, helping them advocate for agriculture and helping them be chapter leaders.
You know, this is such a wonderful growing and life skills experience that you're getting, that you can transfer and apply to all things as you go through your career and
Yes.
life.
I believe that when I go into college, it's going to be an ag major now, and that's because of the FFA. So it does affect a lot of teenagers' lives.
Are you a farmer at home? Do you live on a farm?
I live on a little ranch. I have a few horses and sheep, but we weren't originally farmers, so FFA kind of helped us with the sheep industry.
It grabbed you.
Yes.
What are you finding to be very rewarding so far for you personally?
I think what's been a little bit challenging is just kind of realizing that when we're together as a team, we're not just there as a team, we're there for the region. But it's also helped me realize that as a leader, I'm there for the members. I'm a servant leader. I'm not there for myself.
Oh, interesting. Good for you. All right, I got to hear from Taylor and see what her challenges are.
Thank you.
So Taylor, as vice president, you probably assist Maxie. And
Yes, I do.
Is it the same term?
Yes, I actually got elected in May of this year, so I'll be retiring next May. It's about 2 months after, 2 or 3 months after Maxie. So there's 4 sections within the region, and I'm one of the sections, vice president. And we actually have our leadership conference coming up, which Maxie will be running, which is going to be training us for upcoming conferences that we'll be running and help facilitating, as well as different contests we'll be helping out with, and just throughout the year what we're going to be doing throughout the rest of the year.
Okay, here's kind of a simple question or curious. Where do you have time for all of this and school and activities and everything else?
Well, I'm a busy girl myself. I actually high school rodeo, as well as I'm part of the FFA and play a couple sports as well. And it's definitely a busy schedule. I'm traveling constantly. Actually, in October, Maxie and I will be traveling to Kentucky for National Convention.
Wow.
And also DC. And then starting in January, we travel up and down the state competing in contests. So all of that plus balancing school is definitely tough, but it's an awesome time. And I've learned through FFA how to really manage my time. So by being in the FFA, playing sports, as well as being in high school rodeo, I've learned to manage my time correctly.
And probably prioritize.
Exactly. I prioritize, and I know what I need to do first and what needs to get done first. And from there on out, I just balance it and make sure I get it all done.
Do you see a career as a farmer too, or in agriculture?
I definitely want to be an ag teacher when I get older. Okay. I've thought about it a lot. I've kind of changed my mind a few times, but I really learned from my ag teachers that they are touching each and every kid that they teach, and they're touching their heart. And I love that they are really one big family, and that's what I want to do when I get older, is really touch every kid that I know. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I hope I can do that when I get older.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to achieve that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Taylor. Okay, Fallon, I want to learn a little bit about the committee that you run and our local FFA?
Okay, well, Nevada Union does a lot of local stuff. We do a lot of community service, and this last year we worked at a cemetery to clean up the veterans section, and so we do a lot of stuff. We clean up the fairgrounds for the fair, and committee chairs, they are in charge of a certain duty within our chapter. And I'm in charge of running a contest. Our school actually hosts a contest that other schools attend at our school, and so I'm in charge of running that contest, making sure that it runs smoothly, and having all the chapter help out with that contest.
Is that the committee then that you're chairing?
Yeah.
The
My committee, it's called Sections Committee. So the sectional contest is what I'm in charge of. So we actually have the whole chapter help out, run different contests within the sectional contest, and we just have the whole chapter help out because it's actually a really big duty.
Let's talk about the fair coming up because everybody's excited about that, and that's just a couple weeks away. What's your involvement with that?
Well, we actually have a booth at the fair. The officers come and people can ask us questions about the chapter, and we have animals. I'm actually raising a lamb this year. It's my 7th year. Okay. So yeah, we have animals, pigs, steers. Our booth, the teachers will have banners set up for kids to come and look. 8th graders, if they're interested, they can come and talk to the officers and see what the Ag Department has to offer for them.
Very nice. How many members in FFA locally?
In our chapter, we have around 300 members.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I am in awe of you ladies very much. I'm so impressed about your enthusiasm and your contributions, and again, just the whole experience that you're doing this is really valuable for you in your future. So good luck, and we'll see you at the fair in a couple weeks, okay? Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You can't have a barbecue or a picnic without these guys right here working the grill. We have Kevin Ferris and Jim Bierwagen. We'll start here with Kevin. Kevin, what are you cooking up for everybody?
We got some lamb ribs and some tri-tip.
What kind of big cooker is this? How big? What are we looking at here?
This is an old fuel tank that was never used as a fuel tank that we cut in half. It's 3.5 feet by 8 feet. And we cut it in half and made a barbecue out of it. Built the grills and stuff inside. And
I saw you were just adjusting the smokestack over there, so you've been working with this grill for quite a few years.
Yeah, we built this in 2009 and been using it ever since. So
how much food are we cooking up here for everybody today?
Oh, we have about 10 tri-tips, and we probably have about 25 pounds of lamb ribs.
And it sure does look good. Let's move over here to Jim. Jim, how much fun is this for you?
It'd be a lot funner if it wasn't quite so hot.
Yeah, I don't know what's hotter, out here or in the grill.
Yeah, well, it's great fun. We enjoy this. This is an annual Farm Bureau picnic. We do it every year, and we have a great time. Get to meet a lot of folks you don't see regularly, and just cook up some good food.
Well, that's because everybody's busy on their farm.
Right. Summertime is really busy, and so everybody takes a couple hours off on a Saturday just to get together and have some camaraderie and some good food. So.
Now, how long you been a member of the Bureau?
Probably 30 years.
So how has it changed, do you think, in that period of time?
Farming in general has gotten more difficult, just from the standpoint of a lot more competition nationwide for what we grow, and just with the climate change, it's a little more difficult to farm like you used to, because the weather isn't like it used to be all the time.
It's not something you can count on.
No. In fact, we were just talking to somebody. We planted tomatoes here in March, and my grandmother always said you never planted a tomato in Chicago Park until the 15th of May. But this year was just that much difference over the course of time. To things have changed. So.
And I swear I thought I saw some leaves falling off the trees yesterday.
That's quite a possibility. An early spring is no guarantee that you'll have the same type of fall you have every year. So it could be fall could be coming early this year. So.
Well, listen, thanks for your efforts here. I'll let you get back to cooking, and just really looks delicious.
Thank you very much.
Another one of the participants here at the Farm Bureau picnic is our supervisor, Nate Beeson. Nate, thanks for joining the Food and Farm Show.
Well, thanks for having me. This is a big event for us every year.
It's a big event. It's our first time coming to it. And, of course, you know, the show's only 23 weeks old, so you can only meet so many people in that period of time. But we wanted to come here today because this is such a community event and such great camaraderie for everyone.
Well, the ag community in Nevada County, not just in my district where it's very important, but it's very important in the entire county, is very strong, very vibrant, and they give us so much, and not just in terms of agricultural products, but a lifestyle, the kids that are in FFA and 4-H. I think you've just talked to some of them. It's very important to us, and I'm glad you're doing this so that people will know more about it.
Well, it is important to the whole county, and nobody was doing it. I thought I saw an opportunity, and I can tell you, I've learned so much in 23 weeks.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm still learning, but we love coming here. The folks down here at Chicago Park, it's a real community. I mean, in every sense of the word, and the kids are just, they reflect the interest that the community and the parents have in them, and it's just a strong, vibrant part of our county.
Now, as the supervisor, you have a unique opportunity to look out over the landscape and see what are some of the problems that agriculture is facing these days.
Well, I think one of the things they're facing is like a lot of businesses, is too much regulation. Obviously, we would like to be able to sell more product. Some sectors are doing better than others. In general, the state taking away the subvention for the Williamson Act has not helped. But I think our folks here, for our size, are doing pretty well. But they're faced with the normal challenges anybody in business is in these days.
Now, does your office work with Jeff Pileman's office or any of that? How much connection is there between the various government entities?
Well, Jeff is, he's the chairman of the agriculture department, or the head of the department, and the ag commissioner, and he works for the county executive officer who works for the board of supervisors. So we're kind of his policy body, along with the state and the feds and everybody else who regulates. But he's one of our department heads, and he does a good job for us. And he stays really plugged into the community. He's here today. Yeah,
we talked with Jeff earlier, and we'll probably get a few words with Roger Ingram.
Another good man.
Another good man. But one of the things I hear all the time is the lack of wide open spaces. You take somebody like Jim Gates, Nevada County Free Range Beef. He's got at least multiple different properties just to move his cattle around.
Yeah, we have a large amount of pasture land and range land, but nothing like very many large cattle operations would need. And Jim, he's in Sierra County, Nevada, and I think Placer as well. So he's all over the place.
And so what I'm hearing is that the land is priced because of housing, and it's not priced low like it would be like if it was just for agriculture.
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked lately. Housing has been depressed. It's coming back a little bit. Ag land, I quite frankly don't know exactly where it is. A lot of these folks, particularly here in the Chicago Park area, this land has been in the family for years. And so they do get a little bit of a benefit from a tax standpoint. But if you want to have a large cattle operation, you're going to need a lot of land. And I don't think you can find one parcel in Nevada County that's going to do it. You might.
Right, but it takes a lot of land to run cattle. Today we're here at the Bierwagen's Donner Trail Fruit. What a great legacy this family has in the county.
Oh yeah, the Bierwagens go way back. There were a lot of German families that came here and helped settle this area and started the pear and peach operations. And Chris is, he's carried that on for his dad. And then Jim is here. He's the fire chief in Peardale Chicago Park. And the sisters own the Happy Apple Kitchen. And they're kind of not the core of the community, but they're a big part of the core of the community, along with the school and the post office. But the Bierwagens go way back.
Well, listen, thanks a lot for joining us here today at the picnic, and it's great to see that you're out just hanging around, having fun.
We wouldn't miss it. These are great people. This is one of the funnest things I go to every year.
Well, it's a fun time here at the picnic, but time for us to take our second break of the day. You're watching the Food and Farm Show right here on the Touchdown Productions Network.
We have a new shoe store in downtown Grass Valley. It's Soul Sisters at 168 East Main Street. Soul Sisters carries the latest in style with economy-friendly shoes for the entire family, as well as fun locally made accessories to dress up any outfit, including a wide variety of colorful shoelaces for all types of sneakers. They offer online ordering and off-street parking. It's Soul Sisters Shoe Store, your new destination for fashion.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Grass Valley Hay and Feed Supply is dedicated to the health of your pets and livestock. They offer the top brands of nutrition and carry the complete line of products from Bar Ale and Purina animal feeds along with Diamond and Canaday. They carry rice and wheat hay bales for your gardening needs, as well as alfalfa, grass hay, and grain for your livestock. It's Grass Valley Hay and Feed Supply, supporting Nevada County agriculture since 1992.
Spring is here. Time to visit the Garden Center at A to Z Supply. We have everything you need to plant it, grow it, preserve it, and eat it. With a master gardener and full-time beekeepers on staff, the Garden Center carries a wide selection of organic plants, along with people and pet-friendly products. And don't forget our weekly workshops at the Garden Center at A to Z Supply.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Well, our show wouldn't be complete unless we talked to the host of today's Farm Bureau picnic. So I got a chance to talk to our host, Chris Bierwagen.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. What a great picnic today.
Wonderful, always is in the summertime, the shade of the tree. Yes.
And I heard, saw you over there at the big barbecue pit too. You're cooking.
Cooking, tri-tip, and lamb ribs. Yep, it's a fun family thing we do.
Now, I understand you're third generation here on this property.
Actually, fourth. I'm fourth.
Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So we've been continuously farming this for 112 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of, well, of course, history, but where this all started with our agriculture here, your great-grandparents and grandparents were very instrumental in bringing in the water.
Right. They came here and dryland farmed in the late 1800s, starting here, and then we're part of the force to get water out here. Mm-hmm. And actually, Chicago Park was one of the first areas that got water because there was about 1,000 acres of Bartlett pear orchard out here.
What do you have here on the property?
Currently, we grow apples and freestone peaches, berries, and truck crops. Mm-hmm. Then we have a pumpkin patch in the fall, in October.
I was just going to ask about that. That's very popular.
Right, very much. A lot of fun in October.
Yes. Rides and through the orchards?
No, not too many rides, just to come out to the farm and do what you did today. The people just love the low key. We have no rides. We have some farm animals, but
right.
Pumpkins and apples.
Well, you were also a part of the recent ag tour. And that was very successful, good attendance. Has there been some feedback from that?
Very much so. It seems to be building over the years. It's a biannual Farm Bureau event that we put on. And it was originally focused on government officials and elected representatives to show them what's going on. But we've opened it up to the general public the past 2 years, and it's very well received. So we visit about 4 farms in a kind of a geographical area, and this year it was our community. So it didn't go very far, but it was all morning long.
Right. I think that just shows again how important the local agricultural scene here has become for the residents.
Well, it's resurging in a different way than it was traditionally, but it's mostly small growers, but we have small parcels of land, and we don't have large tracts of very fertile farmland in Nevada County, so it lends itself to small farming, and we see lots of people wanting to get back to the land, back to the rural area, so we have all that going for us here.
What's the size of the property here?
Our farm is 125 acres of land.
That's right, you mentioned that. Now, was that part of your great-grandparents' property, or have you added on?
Mostly my dad and granddad added on pieces of property to get these small patches of good soil. Okay, so we have lots of rocks and trees and creek.
Oh.
But it started with my great-grandfather buying 20 acres and evolved to 125.
Chris, let's talk Farm Bureau, because again, your ancestors were a part of that too.
Correct. My Farm Bureau started in California in 1919, and my grandfather was a charter member. And they actually had a little farm center in each community, for each farming community, for the purpose of the university disseminating information to the farmers.
Oh.
And it started that way. So they had a cultural center, you would call it, or a farm center, and they would meet once a month with the farm advisors, and then it grew from there into a bigger organization.
You have to feel particularly proud to continue that tradition and being a part of a really vital service to the farmers and community.
Yes, I do, and it's been a good run.
Let's thank the Bierwagans for hosting this today. I mean, a beautiful place, and the meat couldn't have been cooked more perfect. Are we lucky or what? Yeah. So I have a few people I'd like to introduce that are here today. First, Nate Beeson. Thanks for coming. Our district supervisor. That was really great. Terry, where are you? Terry Wardley. There she is. Terry's here from Senator Ted Gaines' office. Sherry Fry left, but she was here from Brian Dowley's office. Let's see, where's Ned and Valerie? Ned and Valerie Coe. Oh, there they are, way over there. Thank you, Ned. He's our CFDF field representative, and we appreciate him coming all the way down from the mountains where it's supposedly, well, no, it's not cooler than where he is actually today. Roger Ingram. He's our farm advisor, and we're so glad. And Jeff Pilman and Gail are here. And there's Gail, and there's Jeff and over there, our Ag Commission. You know, some of these people are all what help us be able to do what we do here in this county. So if you don't know them, meet them. And if you don't, or call me and look on our website, and we'll hook you up. Let's see, and then we have Jason and Darlene, Jason Jackson, and Jan Blake from RCD and NCRCD. That's a lot of words. So anything to do with resource conservation, that's the table over there, I tell you. That was a good shaded. I like that thing even bent. That was good. Jim Marler, he's here. He's a past district rep for District 15, right? We appreciate him and Wanda being here. Let's see. I'm going down my little list. I might look just to be cute. Oh, we got John Drew over here somewhere. Cousin John, NID. Lisa Osterholm, NID. So if you have any NID questions. Let's see, and then Gilbert. Thank you guys, Dominguez's, for coming today with Touchdown Productions, sharing about agriculture. Then this is a fun one. I'm going to have fun. If you girls wouldn't mind coming up here, I got Natalie Holmberg-Douglas, and I need Madison Easley, and let's see, Casey Grandholm didn't come. But if these girls would come up, you know, this is exciting. These are two of our scholarship recipients, and they're also recipients of the California scholarships from CFBX. So we are so proud of you girls. Thank you. And I just think maybe you ought to tell us a few words. And Madison's going to talk a little bit too, because Madison is also doing, I'll let you tell that part at the end.
Okay. So I'm Natalie, and I go to school at Chico State. I'm majoring in animal science and biochemistry. Right now I'm pre-vet, and so that's where I'm hopefully headed, so I can come back in this community. My goal is to do livestock animals and large animals.
Yay.
And so I guess a little cool thing about me is last semester I worked at the meats laboratory on campus, so I got to learn a whole bunch of cool stuff there. And I like being a member of the Farm Bureau.
I forgot about that point. These girls are both collegiate members of Farm Bureau. That's a new division we have. So from the time you're in high school on, you can become a collegiate member, and then they're going to move on into Big Farm Bureau, where there's a lot of opportunities for you girls. So that's great. Madison?
I'm a student at Cal Poly in San Francisco. I'm majoring in ag science with a career area pathway in ag communications and a concentration in forestry and natural resources. It's neat that the school lets you have an array like that. This summer, what I want to share with everybody is I'm doing an internship out at the Sierra Foothill Research and Extension Center. I hope some of you know about that awesome resource we have in this community, but for those of you that don't know, it's through the UC Cooperative Extension, and it's through the Ag and Natural Resources Division. And so there's research out there done about agriculture and natural resources, and they haven't been as involved as they have liked to in the community as recently, but we're trying to do a renewed outreach effort, and one of our goals is to, in the coming future, to get more involved with local farmers and ranchers like Farm Bureau members and the youth involved in agriculture, and so that's part of my job. And I encourage everybody to go on their webpage and check them out. And we have a blog going, and you're welcome to come and schedule a tour. And so I just want to inform everybody of this great resource that not that many people know of.
Right on. Thank you, Madison. It's fun to see what that scholarship money is going towards. I think it's exciting. These girls are doing some good things, and they're going to be involved in agriculture right along to for their lifetime.
Yep.
So good deal. Well, thanks, girls, and thanks for coming today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks your moms. Right on. Well, Farm Bureau, we've had an interesting year. I'd just like to say our farm tour that we had was a great success. The people that did go, I think it was, we all had a great time. Next year you should watch. If you didn't go, I think you'd really enjoy it. Again, we came to Bierwagen's was one of our stops, and Dinner Bell Farm and Rollins Lake. We had the NID did a great tour out at the dam. And then we had lunch at Bierwagen's. It was a lot of fun. So if and when next year comes around, keep your ears pierced, because it was a lot of fun, and the more people we have, I think we filled a bus, and I would love to see us fill 2 buses. It was a great experience. And now, as another highlight for the day, I'd like to bring one of my board members up here, Karen, and we're going to talk a little bit. She's going to, well, I'll just let her kick this event off.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, we have an event, and it's going to be October 12th, and it is Farm to Table Dinner. And I have a chef, and I've never had a chef before, so I feel really cool saying I have a chef. He's a local fellow. His business is Farm to Table Catering, and he is working with us, and he is excited about doing a dinner such as this. So it's going to be out on Bidney Springs Road, at the Manuel's Vineyard, which is North Ponderosa Vineyard. We have, like I said, a Chef Carlos, and we are going to be having the local proteins, which in other words meat, and that would be lamb, beef, and pork, and we're probably going to end up being able to get a pig at the fair, which will have been produced locally, so by a student. Don't know which one yet. And so that'll be the highlight. And then we will go ahead, and John Drew and Mary have offered a lot of tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and cool stuff like that. And then we're going from there. I'm still looking for a leafy producer, leafy greens. So watch out. If you produce leafy greens, I'll be after you. We also have a band that will kick off finish the evening, the Johnny Cash Tribute Band, which is a former FFA state president and national vice president, although of course he's way older than that now, but I like to remind him of when he was younger and his pants were too short, things like that. And he does an awesome job, and he's a great guy and very supportive of all Farm Bureau events throughout California. He does a lot of these sort of events. So I'm excited to say that this is our first little invitation that I have available for you. Tickets are $50. We are going to have sponsor tickets available too, as far as different levels if you want to add to our dinner, and all proceeds will go to Ag Education, which would be like Ag in the Classroom, FFA and 4-H, anything to do with Ag Education in Nevada County. So if you have questions, give me a call. You have something that you would like to contribute to the dinner and help with the dinner, please call me. We're still in the planning stages, although we do have a few things that are cemented into place, and we're really looking forward to it, and I'm excited, and I hope you are too. So if you want one of these, I'll pass them out. Thank you.
One other little thing I'd just like to mention, fair is just around the corner. One, two, of course, supporting our kids at the livestock auction is always is a very important thing, and we've been blessed in this community by the people that come and support these kids that work hard and raise their livestock all year long, and our Ag Mechanics project. And I would appreciate it if you have time to at least come and spend like a couple of hours in our booth at the fair. We're going to do something a little different this year. We're not going to be in the little tent like we have been in the past. We're going to be in that back barn, and we've got about a third of it. And it's going to be a lot more interactive. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for whoever comes to work with it to get kids involved. Of course, when kids involved, the parents come. And if we can give anybody a little inkling as to what's going on in agriculture, we got a milking machine for the kids to play in. They're going to set up a welding booth. Nevada Union FFA is going to have that where kids can actually have some hands-on with tacking some welding. We're going to have elephant stick rides. We're going to, sorry, I couldn't resist.
Good job, Sue.
We're going to, we're going to hope to have like a story time. So the kids, we're going to be talking, they've got some good stories about sheep. Then in the fenced area that is being provided by Livewire, we'll have sheep there, or a kid with a sheep so they can have a little hands-on. If it's about the pigs, we'll have some little piggies there. So, this is all in the process. We're open to ideas if anybody has different things they want to add or ideas that they think that would be good for this booth that we're doing. We're open to any kinds of ideas. So what we do have a habit of doing is the board is around and we get in I'm not going to say a rut, but there's only 9 of us or 10 of us doing stuff. So if there's somebody out there that has an idea, we would just love to have you come in and share and be a part of it. So same with the dinner. Any of those type of things, we are open to ideas, and we'd love for you to come and share. And now I would like to introduce Felicia and Tracy, and she can tell about another event that's going to go on at our fair.
Well, on Saturday morning, and actually from 11 until 3, we will be having a 4-H reunion in the patio area right by the main office. And this is, we had an alumni reunion 5 years ago, so it's been 5 years since we've done this. Sharon and Darlene are among those on this committee. We're hoping to have many alumni and also people who have been leaders and so forth. Please feel welcome to come. There's no charge, and it's part of the centennial of 4-H in California. Oh, fabulous. Look what she has. All right, so you can pick up one of these and it will fill you in. There's also a big event at the State Fair this coming Tuesday celebrating 4-H in California. So we hope you can come. Thank you.
Very good. Thanks, Felicia. All kinds kinds of community stuff coming. And it was. Oh, I'll put these back on the table. If anybody wants these, they'll be right down here on the end. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
There's other information on Farm Bureau, grazing, the cards for our event. So feel free to take any of that information at the end of the thing. Roger, would you like to talk about your event that you got coming up? Because I think that might be really interesting.
There's a couple of things coming up. Next Tuesday is a K-line irrigation and grazing workshop that's going to take place out at Elster Ranch, which is at 24999 Elster Place. Live wire fence will be there. One of the interesting things that I think we'll be able to see out there this time is they have planted a 1 acre plot of teff grass, and that's T-E-F-F. Teff is a summer perennial grass, and so you'll be able to kind of see that as well as the K-line pod, kind of an irrigation system that slides across the top of the ground, and talking some also on grass finishing. They do grass finish beef there, and so kind of what are the strategies and the quality of the pasture and things like that. So the workshop is free, starts at 6 o'clock in the evening. And so you're more than welcome to come. If you have any questions, just see me today, or you can give me a call or email me or something like that. And then I have a second thing that I want to talk about, but I can't do it unless Madison is up here. So Madison, why don't you come back up here for a second, okay? So Madison right now is currently working as an intern, like she said, at the Sierra Research and Extension Center. And I was there for a meeting on some other stuff last, whenever that was, I think that was Thursday. Madison was there, and so Madison, I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit of what might be happening next January or February there, okay?
All right, so what SFREC, which is the abbreviation for the center, what we want to try to plan and organize and do is host an event in the form of a forum where we take local youth involved in agriculture through 4-H, FFA, whatever entities, and potentially pair them or work with local producers and create specific topics that we will be presented to an audience. And so the reason we want to do this format is it's different. We don't know that it's occurred at the center, at least in the recent past, and we want to. We think it would bridge and create partnerships. And the theme we were thinking was the future of agriculture. And so if this is something that anyone here is interested in potentially participating in, or wants more information about that, contact.
You would contact me,
yes.
Probably. So it's going to be a nice networking opportunity, and if you really think about it, that is kind of one step that helps increase better linkage between youth and agriculture. And if there's anything that we need more and more strengthened is that linkage to show people where there is opportunity in agriculture, to learn about also some challenges, but that how important it is, whether they're going to be involved firsthand in it or they're not going to be involved firsthand in it, but realizing how much of an impact that has on their lives. So probably you may get a contact seeing if you might be interested in hosting a visit out to your place, and as we try to foster more of those connections, because things that would just normally happen without having to do anything, say 30 years ago when I had brown hair. Anyway, just wanted to kind of make you guys aware of it. I think it's awesome that Madison is involved, because it's people like her, that's the future of agriculture. And the fact that there's some enthusiasm there and wanting to get some things going, and she's going to have to go away to school for a while, but she'll still be involved with this event. So let's give her a round of applause for that.
Thanks, Roger and Madison. I don't know, Jeff, did you have anything you wanted to add today?
I don't think so.
Just gonna.
It was a pleasure working with the Farm Bureau on the ag tour. I think it was a very fun, informative event.
Yeah, you guys did a good job. Roger narrated on the bus. It was fabulous. These are all great avenues, because that's what we keep hearing all the time, is you have to tell your story. You know, we have to tell and communicate what's going on with us in agriculture. We can't sit back and just be quiet about it. Share. Be positive. Let people know what's going on. There's a lot of things that aren't positive, especially when we come to politics and some of those types of things. But, you know, in agriculture, if we can be united, that's where our strength is going to be. And that's what Farm Bureau works at. We work at protecting the family farm. We do a lot of other little things to, like the new propane thing. If you guys didn't get your fire, propane is going to be a nice benefit for being a member with us. They're giving us a very significant discount on our propane. That's the minimum of things that we do in Farm Bureau. I mean, we have people working day in and day out in Sacramento trying to keep things and regulations under control so that we can keep doing the things that we want to do. Water is a giant issue. Of course, everybody knows water. You know, the Delta, we hear the Delta stuff. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with us, but it does. You know, Water Coalition, we deal with that here on a regular basis. We have people coming to us that want to make marijuana an agricultural product. You know, there's just a constant battle for us to keep doing what we're doing. You have to have a passion, you have to love it, you got to stay united, you have to be one. Farm Bureau is a good place to be and be a member of and support that. You do not have to be a farmer to be a member of Farm Bureau. So anyway, further ado, that's enough of riding the saddle on the horse or whatever it goes, but I do want to thank you all so much for coming out. And Ned, would you like to say anything?
I think you said it pretty well right there in your summary.
All right, well, I do want to thank you. What a perfect afternoon. The breeze is in. I hope you have a nice rest of the time visiting. There's more desserts over here to pick through if anybody wants some stuff. Gosh, everything, that's the best part about potluck.
There it is.
And
yes.
You get all that good food. And thank you for DeLam and Darlene. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you,
Our
darling.
manager. She works so hard at keeping us. She has a whip and she beats us in control every now and then. But she puts all this stuff. She works very hard for us, and I don't know what we do without a manager like that. And Jan for coming. Her sissy here, Sharon, everybody that came and helped get set up for that. The rest of the Bierwagen family, all of you, thank you so much for coming, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
One of the guests here at the picnic is our County Ag Commissioner, Jeff Pileman. Jeff, thanks for being Food at the Farm show again, and what a fun event for everybody.
Oh, I think so. I think that the Ag tour was eventful, and of course we're here at the Farm Bureau Barbecue, and that has been an event that has always been a pleasure for me to attend.
Now, don't pretend to know anything, but how long has the Farm Bureau been around Nevada County?
I have no idea. A long time.
Long time.
Yes.
So it's just steeped in tradition then in our community. And of course, anyone can join the Farm Bureau, as we found out when we talked to Sue before. And what are some of the advantages of being part of Farm Bureau, do you think?
Well, I think it's good for farmers to be able to actually join and to talk to each other, network. From an agricultural standpoint, it's always a good idea for farmers to be able to seek out other farmers and be able to share information and some insight as to maybe how best to do things in this area.
And of course, there's a lot of organizations like that. Roger Ingram's here, and he's talking to everybody. And everybody's so busy on their farms that this is really a great opportunity to stop work for an afternoon and come out and see your neighbors.
Oh, I think so. Also, that is right, because a lot of the meetings that farmers go to get put off season into the wintertime, evenings in the wintertime, and so this is it's an unusual positive change to have something that's on a Saturday afternoon like this.
Well, that's our show today from the Farm Bureau Annual Summer Picnic. We sure learned a lot about the value of the Farm Bureau that's been around for decades and decades.
We sure did. And remember, you don't have to be a farmer to belong to the Farm Bureau. They have a lot of economic benefits. And of course, you learn all about farming and agriculture here in Nevada County. So great organization. I suggest that you look into it.
Remember, you can watch the Food and Farm Show every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. NCTV Channel 11 and Sunlink 16. You can also watch us 24/7 whenever you want on our YouTube channel, which is the Food and Farm Show. And we've got all this information down for you on our website, thefoodandfarmshow.com.
Be sure to join us in a couple of weeks. We're going to have extensive coverage from the Nevada County Fair. We will be at the Ag Experience, is what they call it, Cheryl, and that's where all the agricultural exhibits are. Look for our touchdown production truck out there, and come up and say hi to us when you're at the Ag Experience at the county fair.
It's going to be fun. So until next time, bye.
We have a new shoe store in downtown Grass Valley. It's Soul Sisters at 168 East Main Street. Soul Sisters carries the latest in style with economy-friendly shoes for the entire family, as well as fun locally made accessories to dress up any outfit, including a wide variety of colorful shoelaces for all types of sneakers. They offer online ordering and off-street parking. It's Soul Sisters Shoe Store, your new destination for fashion.
Nevada County Farm Supply has been part of the agricultural scene since 1993. Their staff consists of a certified crop advisor, licensed pest control advisor, and irrigation auditor. In Penn Valley, they have a full-service nursery with over 500 varieties of plants and garden enhancements. In Grass Valley, they have a warehouse full of soil amendments, fertilizers, and nutrients. Nevada County Farm Supply, powerful knowledge and innovative solutions.
Briar Patch Co-op and Natural Foods Community Market offers organic produce from over 30 regional farms and buys local organic produce from farms like River Hill, Sweet Roots, First Rain, Pyramid, and Mooney Flat. You can trust the Patch to hold their producers to the highest standards and always be certified organic. So get to the Patch, the Briar Patch, for organic produce.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. Be sure to join us each week right here on NCTV Channel 11 at 6:30 to 7:30, and of course on our YouTube channel, The Food and Farm Show.